All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Baharakak, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out of toiling in His truth. I'm Pathakamoth GMS Dallas. I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson, man. I'm going to entitle this one, Babylon is polluted and has to go. This is not our rest, man. Babylon is polluted and has to go. This is not our rest, you know. And as you can see on the screen, this is just one of so many things that these devils are doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Is why this place has to go, man. And is the reason this is not our rest. And when I say our rest, I'm speaking to the biblical Hebrew Israelites that consist of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negroid descent. You make up the 12 no longer lost tribes of the nation of Israel. We know who we are in these times. We know who our enemies are in these times, man, which are all 17 other nations outside of the nation of Israel, primarily the biblical Edomites, the red Hebrew Edomites, which consist of the so-called white man, woman, and child today, who self-proclaim themselves white or Caucasian. You know, their biblical nationality is Esau, Edom, you know, and we now know these things, man, you know, and Babylon, aka America, which is Babylon in these times, the daughter of Babylon, is polluted, man, and has to go. This is not our rest, man. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see on the screen, it says it. I'm not going to read it, you know, because of course, when we read or you know, bring these things out, you know, we attach these things to the scriptures, Salakia. And we filter these things through the scriptures, the Bible. And of course, these devils make us an offender for a word. You know what I'm saying? Because we're simply speaking truths. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be very careful to try to preserve the pages. You know what I'm saying? But you know, because this devil is on a mission, man. He's trying to stop this truth, which it's impossible. It's not going to happen. He can't do it. But, you know, he makes those attempts, you know, by giving us strikes and you know, deleting our pages, deleting our videos, you know, all this madness that he's doing, man, in these times. But you can see it. You can read it on the screen. The pilot testifies about Billy Goat, you know, BG, and said he's putting things in the air. And you can read it for yourself right there. I'm not going to read it. You know what I'm saying? But it's clear as day right there, you know. This is what these devils are doing, you know. They got as many as they could, you know, through that jungle juice, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, all of those that they couldn't get, now they're doing things like this, trying to put crap in the air we breathe on a daily basis, man. You know what I'm saying? And what's so wild about it, which is not really wild because we know these are the wicked, you know what I'm saying? And the earth is in the hand of the wicked, pursuant to Job 9:24. You know, that other dude that was claiming to be a doctor with the last name, the first letter of the last name begins with an F, you know, with rhymes with ouchie. You know, he recently came out, man, you know, because he's been getting death threats, him and his family and all kind of stuff, man. He recently came out and said that it's all BS and nonsense, man. So they duped so many people, man. And you had all these people laying it down from that jungle juice, that juicy juice, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but now he's recently come out and said that it's all BS and nonsense, man. You know? So, you know, these devils are devils, man. They're the wicked. And Babylon is polluted, man, you know, and it has to go, man. You know, we got to get out of here. You know, this is not our rest. And, you know, because the majority of our people, they love this place, man. You know, they've attached themselves to this man, to this place, to his system, this society, this kingdom, this setup, you know, this beast system. And it's destroying them, man. And that's exactly what this was a destruction. A sore destruction for us, which we're going to get it. So let's just get into the scriptures, man. You know, Babylon is polluted. This place has to go. It's not our rest. So let's get into some scriptures real quick. You know, this is Micah chapter 2. And we're going to jump down to verse 10, and it reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So again, the Lord is saying, arise ye and depart. It's not talking about physically leaving, like getting on a plane or a boat or getting in your car, you know. No, it's talking about coming out of this place spiritually. You know what I'm saying? So Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. This is not our rest, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake assimilates into these captivities and gets comfortable, man, you know, and starts chilling, you know, starts trying to build, you know, and make a home in a society where he's a slave, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not what's going on, man. This is not our rest. We wasn't sent here. We wasn't bought to America, to the Americas to chill and be comfortable and increase and build and grow and you know, flourish here, man. You know, that's not what it was. This was a prison sentence, man. A punishment from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for going off, man, which we did. Salakia. So this place is polluted, man. As a matter of fact, let's get this word polluted real quick. Let me see what this word means. Let me get the Salakia. So let's see what this word means. This is ta. Let's see what this is. Trying to see what that looks like. Salakia. Ta ma. So tama, ta-ma, or tama, or tama, tama-a, or tama-a, tama, tama. I think it's tama. And it's to be unclean. You know, become unclean, become impure, to be or become unclean, whether sexually, religiously, ceremonially. To defile oneself, be defiled sexually by idolatry. Boom. There it is, idolatry. That's the mainstay right there for Jake in these times here in Babylon, America, aka America. Idolatry. You know, ceremonially to be regarded as unclean, to defile sexually, religiously, ceremonially to pronounce unclean, declare unclean, ceremonially to profane the Most High's name, which they're doing that as well, to be defiled, to be unclean, to be defiled. So there it is, man. You know, idol worship, idolatry. You know what I'm saying? Those are the main things. Defiling oneself. You know, taking the Lord's name in vain. All of these things are you know, are things that's happening here, or profaning the name of the Lord, are happening here in Babylon, aka America, man. You know. So that's the pollution, man, you know. And that's what's wrong with 2/3 of our people, the majority of our nation, man. And that's why they're through. So it says, Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you. Yeah, that the idolatry, the profaning the name of the Lord, or taking his name in vain, you know what I'm saying? The being the uncleanliness of this place, you know what I'm saying? All the things that Jake is wrapped up in here. You know, because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That's the spirit and vibration that this devil has set in the earth. You know, lies, deceptions, wickedness, evil. You know, and it's destroying our people. It has destroyed the majority of our people. It shall destroy you, even with a sword of destruction, and that's exactly what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? So Babylon is polluted, and it has to go. This is not our rest, man. And that verse is one of those verses that clearly says that. You know what I'm saying? But we got put in this position because we went off, man. You know, so let's get that real quick. And the Lord told us what, man? Let's get it. This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. So this is what happened, man. This is what got us sent to Babylon, man, to aka America, man, for punishment, because we discontinued from our heritage, man, which is everything. We got kicked out of the land, got our land taken from us, got our power. He turned his back on us. We forgot or lost the names, forgot who they were, forgot who we were, everything, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord said, I gave, and he will cause us, he caused us to serve our enemies in the land which thou knowest not, because we were from the land of Israel over there, and we got bought all the way from the east to the west, man, to America, man, on those cargo slave ships. It says, not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, that idol worship, man, being wicked, which Jake is still doing to this very day, which shall burn forever. And forever just means a long time, which we're at the end of that lengthy period as we speak, man. So the Lord bought these devils against us, man. You know what I'm saying? Going into the curses of Deuteronomy. So let's get that real quick. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28. And I'll start at verse 15 and read down. And then we'll jump down. And Deuteronomy 28 in the heading, it says consequences of disobedience, man. Not hearkening to the voice of the Lord. Deuteronomy 28 and 15, but it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And that's what happened, man. We were hard-headed, wicked, didn't take heed and hearken to the voice of the Lord. So the Lord put curses on us, man. And within those curses was what? Let's jump down to verse 47. He sent this nation against us. This matter of fact, let's see. Man, why does it keep doing that? Salakia. I don't know why it keeps turning my light down, man. This is a Deuteronomy 28, and I'm going to start at verse 47, and we read down a couple of verses, because this is what happened, man. This is how we got discontinued from our heritage. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 47, because we just read, if we didn't hearken to the voice of the Lord, he was going to destroy us, man. Because thou servest not the Lord, thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And that happened, man. You know what I'm saying? We didn't hearken to the voice of the Lord, which he told us in Deuteronomy 28 and 15 what would happen if we didn't. So here we go. We didn't listen. So boom, he sent this hypocritical nation, which is going to go into it. Let me just keep reading for a minute. It says, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, which is the national bird of these devils, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, because they were speaking English and we were speaking Hebrew. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard persons of old, nor show favor to the young. And that's why this devil ain't gonna receive no mercy, pursuant to James 2 and 13, man. When you read in the Bible dictionary, it tells you that he's the only neighboring city of the Israelites that's promised to receive no mercy from the Lord, man. But that's why he showed no mercy. Verse 51, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn nor wine or oil or the increase of thine kind or flocks of thy sheep until he have destroyed thee. And that's exactly what this was, a sore destruction. He did these things, man. You know what I'm saying? And all of this goes back to verse 15. If you don't hearken to the voice of the Lord, he said he's going to destroy us. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened to us, man. So we had to serve our enemies, like it said in verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. So the Lord sent these devils against us in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And we have to go to this devil for the want of all things to this very day. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon our necks. With that happened, type in yokes of iron and you'll just Google that in Google and you'll see what pops up. It said, until he have destroyed thee. So that happened, man. These things destroyed the nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? So these things happen, man. But, that's why the title reflects Babylon is polluted and has to go. This is not our rest, But just on the flip side of that, rest is coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest is coming to the nation of Israel. The Lord didn't do these things to us to totally destroy us. As a matter of fact, let's jump back up to verse 1. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And this is the flip side of that coin. It says, Deuteronomy 28:1, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord, thy power to observe and to do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord, thy power. Boom. So there's a flip side. Hey, if we listen and do, thus saith the Lord, then these things are going to happen. And then you go down through, 1 through 14, and it goes into the blessings, man. So we have this to look forward to. These things are coming now, because as a matter of fact, let's get real quick. Let's jump over to chapter 30. And this is Deuteronomy 30:1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse. See, it was set up for us to go through both. You know what I'm saying? And Esau got his blessing first. Now he has curses coming to him. We got our curses first. Now we got blessings coming up to us, the kingdom of heaven, which goes into those blessings in Genesis, the 27th chapter, man. It says, which I have set before thee, the blessing and the curse. And thou shalt call them to mind among the nations whither the Lord thy power hath driven thee. And that happened, man. So when you jump down to verse 7, it's going into these things, those curses coming upon our enemies, man, these other nations. Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord thy power, Yahweh thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So everything is going to flip, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was set up that way. You know what I'm saying? So this sort of structure, this pollution, Babylon not being our rest was just one side of the thing. We got sent over here for going off, for idol worship, for being wicked, going off on our power, man, not hearkening to his voice, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is letting us know there's something else coming. As a matter of fact, when we read him, let's jump over to Salakia, to the Apocrypha, and go to Baruch. Because he's gonna let us know he didn't do this for our destruction. This is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6. And it reads right here in blue. It reads, Baruch 4 and 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction. So we were sold to these nations, man. Of course, that began with Esau. Not for our destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto your enemies. So we got sent into slavery, captivity, because we moved the Lord to wrath. We kindled that anger that made us to have to discontinue from our heritage that we read in Jeremiah 17:4, man. You know what I'm saying? By going off on our power, man. Not hearkening to the voice of our Lord, man, and Savior. So this is let's jump down. Verse 28, Baruch 4:28. It says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. So we're in the times of the returning, which I'm going to get Isaiah, the 10th chapter, and we're going to read that because the remnant is returning in these times, which is going to flip all of this, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is flipping. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't a forever thing. It said we kindled that fire and it burned forever, which forever just means a long period of time, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord wasn't going to stay mad at us. He was going to forgive us, and he's going to actually give us that rest, you know what I'm saying, that we haven't had here in in Salakia, in Babylon, aka America. So when you read up verse 27, it says, be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that bought these things upon you. So, and that crying is happening right now by way of the elect, man. We're crying out, damsel in distress, man. This dude is trying to put that C hip in us and take the Lord's what's the word? Can't even think of the word. Look at Satan, man. What belongs to the Lord, man. The nation of Israel is the Lord's possession. And these devils are trying to take the possession of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? But it says, be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered. He's going to remember us. Zion, in the Hebrew, Tazayawan, a monument, thing remembered. He's not going to forget his people, man. He promised us that. And he's telling you here, ye shall be remembered of him that bought these things upon you. So the Lord hasn't forgot. The Lord knows, he just had to punish us for a period of time. You know what I'm saying? So one more, let's jump up to verse 25. It says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you. So be patient. Patience means to suffer. Go through it. Take that. You know what I'm saying? This is not the end all be all, man. There's something else after this, man. So it says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath because we angered the Lord. It said that, we pissed the Lord off, man, and he had to whoop our ass, man. It says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. So these are the things that we have to look forward to, because rest is coming to the nation of Israel. But it all goes back and begins with that remnant. So let's get that real quick. Let's get the remnant real quick in Isaiah, the 10th chapter, because that's the key to it all. It's Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. And there it is in the heading, a remnant will return. And that remnant is returning in these times, man. Remnant, a few in number, small, small or few in number. Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day, which we're in that day now, that the remnant, that few, small in number, of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, escaped what? The coming destructions and calamities that the Lord is about to bring into the earth, Jacob's trouble, and ultimately that final destruction, that third world's war, that third woe that's written in the scriptures, man. He shall be saved out of it, pursuant to Jeremiah 30 and 7. All they that are written in the book, pursuant to Daniel 12 and 1. You know what I'm saying? With that time, unlike any other since there was a nation, he gonna be saved out of it. That's synonymous with those that are written in the book. So it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, which Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So the Israelites, the house of Israel, both northern and southern kingdom, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. Stay means to rely or depend on, and smote means to kill. So we're no longer going to rely or depend on him that killed us, that's been putting us to death, which he's still trying to do. You saw the little excerpt, you know what I'm saying? It says, but shall stay, rely or depend upon Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel in truth. And that's what the elect, the remnant, is going to do. They're going to come out of the ways of this world, and they're going to put their trust and they're going to and faith, and they're going to depend and rely on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel in truth, man. Verse 21, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob / Israel, unto the mighty power. And that's happening in these times. For though thy people be as the sand of the sea, innumerable, yet a remnant of them shall return, that small number, that few. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. And that's going into those thermonuclear missiles that's going to destroy this place, man. You know what I'm saying? So that rest is coming by way to the remnant, because they're the ones that are returning in these times. Returning to what? To their power, to their heritage, the being Israel, you know what I'm saying? They're not claiming to be Christians or Baptists. They're claiming to be Israelites, man, because we are the Israelites, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and you got a people over there in the land that's claiming that they're the people, but all truths are coming out, man, and it's coming to find out that they're a farce and a lie, and the true people are still scattered, man. It's the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and of course the scattered seed that may look like the other nations may not look like your typical Israelite, man. You know what I'm saying? Because of that scattering, you know, Jake procreates with these nations, man. So over a period of time, you know, that seed could very well become looking just like the nations that we've been scattered among, you know. So they're not, all Israel is not going to come looking like typical Israelites. So that's why you got to try the spirit by the spirit. If a person comes up to, you know, to you, to the camp or whatever, and they listening and content, you know, not scoffing and taking what's being said, receiving it, that spirit could very well be a spirit of an Israelite, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can't condemn a person on how they look, man. You know what I'm saying? Which some of these groups are out here doing, man, going off, you know. But just going back, hey, that rest is coming, man. So let's get this real quick in 2 Thessalonians, the 1st chapter. And we're going to start at verse 6, and it reads, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So it's a righteous thing to pay back them that has troubled the nation of Israel. All these nations have troubled, all 17 nations, but primarily these devils, these Edomites, you know. So it's a righteous thing, and that tribulation, and that recompense for that tribulation is coming back to them, man. It's going to come back double, like the scripture said. Verse 7, it says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us. Here, that's rest. That's that rest, man. You know, rest with us. You know, us in this knowing, us in this truth. Lord willing, the hope, us of the hopeful elect. You know, Lord willing, we can be a part of the elect. It says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. And hey, that's coming soon, man. You know what I'm saying? That revealing is he's gonna crack these clouds soon and be revealed, man. You know what I'm saying? And everything is gonna be put in this perfect place. You know, he's gonna come to destroy these devils, these nations, this place, America, and reestablish his people and set up his kingdom on the earth, man. You know, but that rest, man, is coming. It's Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 3. And it shall come to pass in that day, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. Yeah, I'm going to send you to serve thine enemies, man. But we're going to get rest, man. He's telling us right here, he's going to reprieve us from that, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's get one more going into that rest, because that's what's coming to us, Salaki. That rest is coming. This is Micah chapter 4 and verse 4. But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid. For the mouth of the Lord of hosts hath spoken it. And that vine and fig tree represent rest, man. You know, like the Hispanics, there's something that's called siesta. You know, where they, you know, and it reminds me of that little cartoon depiction of the little Hispanic dude laying up under the big tree, and it's very shaded, and he's got the big sombrero hat pulled down over his face, and he's chilling, he's sleeping, he's resting. That's what those represent, you know. But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree. That represents that rest, that shade, that, you know, that comfort, you know. And none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord Yahweh Shai of hosts of armies hath spoken it. So boom, that rest is coming. But Babylon, here in Babylon, aka America, is polluted and has to go. This is not our rest. So with that, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shah, Shalom.